building. They're certainly going to get $50 from me, and they hope they do from you too as well. And I mean, they did a good job, better than the last couple of weeks. I think they did a great job building. What do you think, Lindsay?
Hmm. It was a good show. A
Uh,
lot of big hitters. And
I'm, I leaning towards. I just don't see Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson uh, retiring here. I know he's going out. And Swerve made a point. You're going out and you're on all these interviews and you're saying you're ready to be a family man. Even at one point he said he didn't want to be world champion. But he did. He did have a valid point there, and so I'm very, very excited to see that main event. The show started with a contract signing between Britt Baker and Mercedes Moné for Wembley, and that was that's not as far as women's matches go. I'm very much looking forward to the Mariah May and Toni Storm match. But they did a good job here. They even Britt mentioned the four horsewomen. So she said, and only in pro wrestling do you get shamed for going to college. And she said you had to go get a backup plan as a dentist.
you're not all in
Yeah.
unless that's your only plan.
Yeah.
But of course, Britt, she said she had 2 A plans.
Yeah, two A plans. That's good. It's been good to have 2 A plans. And it's good to have a college degree and be a professional wrestler. Most of them, when they get old, they don't age well. But then we had Chris Jericho versus the new Dynamite kid. What's his name? Did you put his name? Tommy Bennett?
Tommy Benson
Or Bennington or something. Anyway, he's the new. Bennington. He looks very much like the original. I don't know. I think he's a nephew of him.
Yeah.
Without the build, he looks very similar to the original Dynamite kid. Chris Jericho said that they were in Wales, England. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Cardiff, England.
England.
Yeah,
but they're not.
I guess they're in Cardiff, Wales. I'm not familiar with England at all, but
they didn't take kindly to that.
yeah, they didn't take kindly, so I assume they're not in. They're not. But overall, and then Toni Storm versus Saraya. That's a rematch from last year's Wembley, and
That's a good match.
Yeah, the crowd was super hot for Toni, which everybody is super hot for Toni. She was laying the lip lock on everybody. Matter of fact, she won the match with a lip lock and then her inverted pile driver that she does. And then we had backstage, we had Renee with Willow, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Ishii, Mark Briscoe, promo for Wembley. And I can't even remember what they were talking about.
I don't even remember either.
I don't even remember.
It was kind of like just a minute filler.
Yeah. Probably build into a Collision. Did they film Collision? No.
Yeah, they filmed Collision.
No, they filmed Rampage. Collision, we didn't.
Yeah.
Rampage was going to be in Arlington this week, and then Collision's going to be in Cardiff, I believe. Then we had the face-off between Will Ospreay and MJF, and I honestly think Will Ospreay was standing taller than MJF in this. I think he kind of outdid MJF here. In my opinion, which MJF still looks strong, but it's with the crowd.
The crowd's very hometown.
Yeah, the crowd's very. Maybe that's what swayed me towards Will Ospreay, because the crowd was so Will Ospreay, and then MJF coming out in the American flag suit, being a heel. A lot of. Let's see here. What do we got? He said MJF said the only way you can beat me is if you use that Tiger Driver and you're too scared to use it. So and then later on in the show, I'm fast forwarding here. Towards the end of the show, we had Brian Danielson, and he said use it on Will. So that's I don't know who's gonna win that. Probably Will Ospreay. That's who my pick is. But like I said, very good back and forth. And then. Will Ospreay at one point looks over at Tony Schiavone and says, "What is the fine for laying a hand on him?" And it's $100,000. I don't know why they come up with 120,000.
We don't know how many pounds that is.
It's 127,000. What they said U.S. dollars, but and then Will Ospreay says, "Hell, I'm gonna do it."
He said it was worth it.
Yeah, and then MJF pulls out the ring. And then basically so that's what leads me to believe that Will Ospreay is going to, what?
Oh yeah, that Will Ospreay's gonna
Yeah.
win. Yeah. Hey Alexander.
Hello,
And then
hello, hello.
shout out to the brother. I can't hardly read it. Let's see, brother BKL,
Yeah.
sports entertainment guy. He says you're doing a great job on the
Thank
channel.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Appreciate it. And shout out from the South Bronx.
Yeah.
Nice. Shout out from
We're
Northeast
long ways away.
Texas.
Yeah, we're from North Texas. Like I said, and then we had, of course, the all-out brawl between MJF, and they whoop all the security guards and whatnot. And backstage, Renee says Hangman was asked to leave the building, and then he beats up on Evil Uno. So I guess Hangman is.
He didn't even do nothing.
So I figure, I don't know who's going to be in that. What do they call it? A
Casino Gauntlet.
Casino Gauntlet. But I tell you who's going to win it. It's going to be Hangman Adam Page. And
Yep.
I don't know who's going to. I know Kyle O'Reilly got like a #1 spot. I'm not sure how they do all that, and they're just trying to put everybody on the card, in which that's good. I mean, that's nice of Tony Khan to do that. He wants everybody to be on the card. So, and WWE used to do this with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royals. I mean, it's nothing that's hasn't been done, but Hangman Adam Page is going to win it, Then we had a Continental Championship match between Claudio and Okada, and I could tell that time was what?
Oh, nothing. I'm just over here slurping
Oh,
on my
she's over there
shake.
slurping on the shake. Yeah. Be quiet. You can't hear me.
Sorry.
We haven't made any money in this adventure yet, so we can't afford a microphone. We gotta. But anyway, and then Tony Khan's going to go into this draw well here about 3. This is the 3rd time he did it Saturday in Arlington, and then he did it, and I mean the draw is special. It used to be done a lot in professional wrestling, but that WWE's they don't hardly ever do it, and AEW has done it 3 times in the last couple of weeks. So it's it's special if you do it every once in a while, but once you do it all the time, it's kind of And then
People
can tell
get kind of pissy about it.
Yeah, I mean it's not. I don't know if it's something that modern wrestling fans can handle. And then FTR and Darby Allin versus Jack Perry and the Young Bucks. I was just laughing at what her notes said. That you could tell time was running short because Jack Perry and the Young Bucks basically come out and said, "You want 5 more minutes?" And and they're just basically cutting their entrance, saving their entrance. And then there was who won that? Did Darby Allin got the win there? Didn't he? Did he got the pin on one of the Young
Won the
Bucks?
FTR. Cash, I think.
Yeah. No, he didn't get. He was teaming with Cash, so he didn't get the pin.
No. He got the pin.
Oh, okay. So, that was just, they kind of walk out. I mean, it's just, nothing really exciting. Just a match building to the. Then we get to the best part of the show. The Nigel McGuinness is modern. I thought we were going to have like all 3 men in the ring, but basically Swerve cut his promo, and then he come out basically. I thought it was a hand. I mean, they build these things like we're not going to touch each other, and then all they do is run out and beat each other up. So I mean, it's it's Swerve. He cut a hell of a promo, and then Nigel. He's sort of playing. He's biased to Swerve. He's always running down Bryan Danielson on on commentary and whatnot. But I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I don't know who's going to win that. I want Swerve to win, but I want Daniel to win.
I think
Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danielson.
Oh yeah, I think Bryan, because he's not retiring here.
Yeah.
I mean, But I did read an article. I don't know if it's true. You read so much on the internet where he was wrestling without a contract now, so I don't know how that's going to play out. But they went about 10 minutes over, and so I mean, it's like he said, he's the best wrestler in the world for the last 20 years, and I have to agree with him. What say you?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
So we'll see.
And
I think we're gonna have.
Although one of the funniest things was what I wrote on there, what they called him, the broke neck kid.
Oh yeah, that was.
That was terribly funny.
That's Swerve. A lot of people say that Nigel McGuinness. I figured Nigel McGuinness would be wrestling Bryan Danielson this year at Wembley. I guess that didn't work out. But we'll see what. Anyways, we're gonna get into the predictions of the show. If you have any questions or anything, we'll go through those when we. Like 0 hour all-in pre-show is Willow Nightingale versus Ishii versus Chris Statlander, Stokely Hathaway, and I think Willow Nightingale and Ishii is going to win that. I mean, it hasn't really been talked about. We got All Out like 2 weeks away, so I mean they're going to save that CML Women's World Title match for that pay-per-view, I believe. Then we got the Casino Gauntlet match for a guaranteed world title match. I believe Hangman's going to win that. Then we got the ladder match for the AEW Trios Championship here, and between the Bang Bang Club, the House of Black, and of course the Patriarchy, and a mystery team. And I think what we're going to have is the Hurt Syndicate show up as the mystery team. Bobby Lashley, MVP, and maybe Shelton Benjamin. That's my pick to win. I mean, I may be wrong there. I mean, it may not even be a mystery. They may be gonna, maybe I missed it, and they're gonna have a match for the mystery. It may not. If it's a true mystery, I believe that Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin are gonna walk out of Wembley the new Trios Championship. Then we got the tag team title match. FTR, the Acclaim, and the Young Bucks. And we need to get those titles off the Young Bucks if we're still going to keep doing this gimmick where they're the EVPs, because they haven't defended the titles one time, and that used to be something that really excited me about AEW was the tag team division, and I'd like to see Acclaim. That's my pick is Acclaim. Then we got the FTW Championship. Hook versus Chris Jericho, and I believe Hook will put a whooping on Chris Jericho, and
Yeah, it's been coming for a while.
yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they cut it off this long.
Let's see.
And then we go on to the we already did that. The coffin match between Darby Allin and Jack Perry. I believe if the Young Bucks win, or lose, I believe Jack Perry will. So I'm calling Jack Perry to put Darby Allin in a coffin. We'll see. The AEW American Championship will be the new AEW International Championship when Will Ospreay wins, because if he doesn't win, they're gonna riot.
I don't know though. They hardly ever let you win it.
He's gonna win though. He's gonna win.
Hardly.
Will Ospreay's gonna beat MJF.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I may be wrong, but that's what I'm
Let's see. Jaden Burkett says, all in. I hope Triple H will debut on the Fed. Probably not.
Wait till next Saturday. What do they call it? Bash in Berlin.
Yeah, the Bash in Berlin. They'll be over there.
Yeah. I see why WWE and AEW, why they run these international shows, because those crowds are very hot. I mean, they have got us beat. I mean, they're hot from start to finish. I mean,
Maybe it's because we get more of them. I don't know.
Maybe so. I mean, maybe they don't get that much over there, but that crowd was hot. And I noticed that every time that WWE, they go to France, they go to Berlin, they always have very hot crowds. So I see why they, want to run that. Then we go on to the TBS Championship, Britt Baker versus Mercedes Moné. And I think Mercedes Moné is going to win that match.
Yeah.
And because she's, I'd like to see Britt Baker win, but I think Mercedes is going to win that match. Then we got the match that I'm most looking forward to, the AEW Women's World Championship. Timeless Toni Storm versus Mariah May. And sad as I had to say, I believe Mariah May is going to take the title from Toni Storm.
I believe you're right. I believe you're right. I mean, Tony's had it for a pretty good while.
Yeah, and I can't remember who she beat before. Can you? I can't even remember.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Was it Sarah?
No, maybe she hasn't had it a year, has she? Did she?
Yeah.
She's had it an entire year?
I believe so. Yeah.
Well, she's definitely,
Yeah.
And then we go down to the final countdown, title versus career for the AEW World Championship. And Bryan Danielson will win that match.
That's who you're
Swerve
going
had a good run. I'm going to go with Bryan Danielson because I don't like losing. And if I'm betting, I'm betting on Bryan Danielson. So I just can't see him retiring here. But that's my thought. They should have around 50,000 people there. Should be a good crowd for AEW. I mean, they're having a hard time. 50,000 people. I mean,
that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. I mean, it's down from last year, but 50,000 people is nothing to turn your nose up at.
That is.
And
so it ought to be a good show.
any questions, comments?
Logan McNelly says, yo.
Hey.
What's up? He says, guess what? But I don't know where that's leading, so.
We're not good but anyways, thank you guys for watching.
Yep, we're excited. We'll do a live after.
We'll go live after the fact. We'll go live Friday night for SmackDown, too.
Yep, so
after
SmackDown.
She takes all the notes, and I watch it.
Yep, yeah, he enjoys it, and and I'm the secretary.
Yeah, she's the secretary.
So, anyway.
Check out this Smoking School Championship belt. We just picked up off Facebook Marketplace. You can We did a review of it on the channel. Check it out. Then we got old Bruno over here.
Yeah, these are leftovers from this week's posts.
Yeah, this is all left over on. And we even got a wrestling trivia here. We even go through some wrestling trivia. They need an updated version. That's from 1999.
Yeah. Well, we have to come up with an updated one. That might be interesting. A couple of commenters. Hey, someone named Cookie.
Hi, Cookie.
But anyways, all
We
right,
appreciate
guys.
you guys watching. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell.
Yep. Check out some of our other videos.
Yep.
Give us a sub. We'd appreciate it. We're really close to 1,000.
I don't know what happens when we get to 1,000.
I don't know. But we're almost there.
We're almost there, you know. But anyways, we appreciate you guys watching.
And we'll catch you Friday night.
Thanks.